The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
Hey, 73.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Eagles are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, and he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They'll go play action here with Penix. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 43, here's second down and 5. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Ray McLeod. This is taken at the 15. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Operating from the gun, Penix. That is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And looking to throw, Penix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The rookie from Washington putting it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 6.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Great job defensively. Stretched it out, got the tackle for loss. He had 2 TFLs last week, by the way.
Yeah, what you're describing right there is a player who can set the edge well. You always hear that, meaning he's not getting hooked by an offensive lineman or a tight end, not getting turned inside on the blocking, able to keep his outside arm free, string the play out so there's nowhere for the back to turn up. Then he gets to him and makes the play.
They'll throw with Penix. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Here's Penix.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On the toss, here's Robinson. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
This is Smith to the ground. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles get a bit closer.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And running with power here.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 1.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Got a man, it's London.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley-Cox, his tight end, and it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
To the air, Penix. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
Algier now up the middle.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down in the 32.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. A give left side to Robinson.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Let's go now. Right. 19, Tiger.
Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here we go.
Robinson with another carry.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Falcons are able to widen their advantage. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And this one complete to Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Here's a screen for Robinson. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal. If they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made at the 26-yard line.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Breaks through the contact and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Now Penix. That is caught, fighting his way through contact. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
138 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Second and 5. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Algier is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Coup for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24.
Next to score, Falcons 31, Eagles 7. Bradley Pinion set to kickoff.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll look to throw here. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith,
His second touchdown of the night.
and the Eagles are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, 207 yards for him on the ground as this has been a night to remember to this point.
Very nice run there. And when you think of the term complete back, Bijan Robinson is one of the first guys that comes to mind. He's coming off an impressive rookie season, but the scary part for NFL defenses, he's just scratching the surface.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On first and 10, it's Robinson.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
This one into the hands of Pitts.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A play fake. Now Penix. And, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Sets up the screen to Robinson.
He's got room to roam.
And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Coup now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury.
And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley.
Across midfield. He's on his way, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 108 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Paris Campbell. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On the toss, here's Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And certainly not the greatest of punts there. This will get out of bounds right at their own 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Robinson up the middle. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
And looking to throw, Penix. This ball down the field for Pitts. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Falcons have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2. And that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
Bradley Pinion set to kickoff.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing is Hurts.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
Hurts.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
But he will find the end zone again, so he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they will fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.